Once again, thanks for tuning in today. Shy Rise Englewood Enterprise Gallery Show. Me, I'm Queen Zenobia. Today's guest is the Professor. Exciting. We're going to discuss some topics a little later, but let me tell you about the Englewood Enterprise Gallery. We're located at 35th and Racine. Our email is enterprisegallery@gmail.com, and our website is www.englewoodenterprisegallery.com. Feel free to email us with topics, and also if you want to be a future guest on our show. So, Professor, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
All right. So you are a visual artist, a barber, a health and wellness expert, a teacher, and a community organizer. I threw that part in there. I thought that was kind of cool. And I'm so excited to have you on the show.
Thank you.
Previously, we were out in the hallway and we were talking about some things. And you defined barber, and I was like, what? Can you define barber for me and the people?
All right, barber. So the basic definition of a barber comes from the ancient terms used in Hebrew, which is bar abbas. You put these terms together as barber, and bar means son, abba means father. So barbering is from the father to the son, and that's the transmission of the culture and the science as well as the art itself.
I like that. You know, because I don't know how to cut hair, and most men know how to cut hair, but there are some female barbers out there. Just wanted to throw that out there.
There's a term called barberess as well.
Oh, yeah. I learned more words. Barberess. That's cool.
You can find it in the Unabridged Dictionary still.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Put you in your vocabulary.
That's what we do.
Okay, so now since we on acronyms and definitions now, I got TAG. Did I get it right down? TAG, a talent, or what did
Tags.
Oh, it's tags.
Tags. So everybody's born with tags.
What does that mean?
Talents, abilities, gifts, and skills.
Talents, abilities, gifts, and skills. But what if I can't walk? I still got a talent, ability, gift, and skill.
You still have a talent, ability, gift, and a skill. You still have something to offer.
How is that so?
How? Because you were born out of a gift.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
And you were born with an ability. Even people who have quote-unquote disabilities still have an ability.
Absolutely. Well, the way you explained it to me, what I stood out was that everyone has a talent that they can do something special their own special way. You know what I'm saying? Like, whether it's writing a letter, like we all, who are people who know how to write, we all can write words. But the words might hit you a different way or something like that. Or I kind of get what you were saying earlier, but I like that. So, say it again, tags.
Tags.
Okay.
Talent, abilities, gifts, skills.
Talent, ability, gifts, and skills. Y'all understand that? Y'all hear that? Cool. Listen, I forgot to invite y'all. You can call us. Give us a call, 312-738-1060 if you would like to join the conversation. I would like to take a moment to interject and thank everyone who attended the events this weekend that I was a part of. The Chirac Nation Awards. I'm so caught up with words right now. Chirac Nation Elements Awards ceremony honoring Chicago hip hop women. And I was so honored to be a part of that. Me and him both are members of Chirac as well. Also, I want to thank the Vinyl Cypher Sunday crew and Large Professor for coming to DJ in our town. And I want to thank you, Can TV, viewers, listeners, and my coworkers for just being here for my support. So, let me tell you guys something here real quick again, just in case you don't know. You are listening to the Englewood Enterprise Gallery Show, 35 and Racine. I'm going to come back on to me right here. So, you said earlier, Professor, about how our eyes can play tricks on us and projection.
Right.
Like how sometimes the brain can create things that aren't there.
Yeah.
How does that
perception.
happen?
So back to talent, ability, gifts, and skills. So you have a certain perception.
Okay.
Your perception is a gift. The way you see a certain thing. So we both can look at a plant.
Okay.
Now I may see the plant based on its leaves. Another person may see the plant based on its size. You may see the plant based on its use or its utility.
Or its smell.
Exactly.
Okay.
And so that brings a new perspective to the situation.
Okay.
And so what's important is that we all understand who we are within this dynamic that we call life, and understand that we were born at a certain time in a certain place, which gave us a very unique and specific perspective.
Okay. That
So
sounds
once we
good.
understand and appreciate that, then now we can start to bring out our talents, abilities,
Okay.
gifts, and skills.
Yeah, talents, abilities, gifts, and skills. I like that. I like that. So look, here's a little video about what we do at Englewood Enterprise Gallery. I'm gonna play. Yeah, let's do it. This one right here. Oh, I think I'm in this one. This is gonna be really cool once I get my buttons together here. All right, here we go. Oh yeah. So that was kind of cool snippet put together there. I love the team, Englewood Enterprise Gallery. So look, if you are a talented poet, singer, and you would like to be a guest, feel free to give us contact us as soon as possible or whenever your convenient time is. Okay, so we went through like one of the longest strikes in Chicago for the school system. So what are your thoughts on the Chicago CPS school strike?
Being an educator, I feel that education is definitely important. The way we treat our teachers ultimately shows in the way that our students or our society begins to treat each other, as well as how we treat coming into the future.
Okay, understood. So you said education system versus indoctrination system?
Yes.
Can you elaborate?
Well, education system deals with drawing an ability or a talent out of a person.
Okay.
From the word educo or educare, which means to draw out. So
Okay.
there's something that you were already born to do. There's something that's inside of you. Everybody has something inside of them.
Okay.
And it's up to the education system to expose those individuals to enough information and energy so they can draw out of themselves what it is they were here to bring.
Okay.
An indoctrination system is a system where they set up different techniques and ways of presenting information, and you put it into a person.
Almost like force.
Sort of, yeah, like
Okay.
force. You know,
Okay.
it's almost like it's a very strong compulsion.
Okay.
So do this, and we have a system to judge or to regulate how you do it. And if it's not done according to how we regulate it,
Yeah.
then you will be penalized.
Oh no.
Not redirected.
No.
Or, reinforced on how to
Right.
do it that
The
way.
only lesson you learn is the penalization, really.
And so that's not really an education process.
No, not at all. I definitely agree. Is that why it's a lot of people of African descent that's locked up?
Now, that is a very strong reason why.
Okay.
That is
Because
very
I did kind of dive in there. Look, if y'all think y'all want to get in on this hot topic, give us a call. 312-738-1060. Okay, so now look, the education system is an indoctrination system, and it is the beginning elementary process which leads to having my brothers and sisters of African descent being behind bars. They all are political prisoners.
And that is an issue.
These are the views of Zenobia Spencer. I just wanted to make sure I state that as well.
And everyone behind bars is not a criminal. That must be stated as well. Some people get locked up for trying to do the right thing, as in, if someone in that house cannot eat and they do something in order to make money so that these people can eat, that cannot really be considered a crime because you're preserving a life. But it would be labeled as a crime because it can be monetized and money can be made off of that. So there's more people in African American communities who are penalized for creating finance outside of what has been deemed acceptable,
Yeah.
as opposed to, violence perpetuated against these people. So there's a lot of drug dealers that's in jail.
Yeah.
But the drug users who, I guess, provide the industry for the drug dealer
Yeah.
end up still not being treated, and so therefore they continue using the drugs, but the drug dealers continue going to jail.
Yep.
So we have an issue here.
Yeah, there's nothing really being solved. But Englewood Enterprise Gallery, we have a youth program where we are teaching entrepreneurship, and here is a video of that. Definitely nice. Definitely want to thank T.A.G.S Fashion. Uh-oh, we doing some dancing? Oh, this is adorable. Oh, yeah. When I say that was adorable, definitely. We also, if you would like to learn different sewing fashion skills, embroidery skills, and also more information about the Entrepreneurship Youth Program, feel free to call us or contact us or email us as well. How you doing over there, Professor?
I'm doing great. I think that was a wonderful example of the education process.
Yes.
Now that was people coming together to draw out of themselves the creativity in order to bring forth a product or a thing that can be presented to others, and then now it inspires them to do the same thing.
Okay.
That's what education does.
That's what education is.
That's what education is.
Okay. That's what made me inspire me to play that video.
All right, that's what's up. It's all about the inspiration.
Absolutely. So now, health and wellness, what do you do with that?
All right, so health and wellness is definitely necessary, vital component to our community as a world society, as a world family. And basically what I do is I conduct a meditation class and session, and what it allows us to do is to de-stress, to allow our bodies to become more, alive with the vigor of being.
Okay. No, rephrase that. I get it, but I don't really get it.
So, as far as understanding health and wellness, we have to understand who we are as beings.
Okay.
So the best way to understand who we are as a being is to get inside of ourselves.
Okay.
All right. Outside of the ego, but inside of ourselves.
Yes.
All right.
Okay. That's deep.
And so we do that through meditation because it allows us to be still. And in that stillness, you find clarity.
Absolutely. Do you know what the loudest noise is in the world?
Next to thunder and the roar of a lion?
Yeah. You ready?
What is it?
No, you was going to say it. Go ahead.
Go ahead. I don't hear
You
you got to
say
say.
it.
No, I don't hear what you have to say because I'm...
Silence.
Silence.
Yes.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Because it has its own existence.
Tone. And when I think of meditation, and when I go into meditation, I go into my inner silence. That's just the way I verbalize it.
Okay.
You know, and it's like a frequency, you know. And then when I do group meditations, the frequency, it's I don't know. I feel people. Like even if they didn't tell me they was having a bad day, I can feel it. Like,
exactly.
You know,
it's a real thing, right?
It's a real thing.
Right. It's
like,
a real thing.
We are frequency beings. What's my better word? What am I trying to say? Like
a divine vibration.
Yeah, there we go. Divine vibration. That's what I'm talking about, man.
That's correct.
And so through these classes that you teach, so people come and meditate, and then what else you do? I mean, like that's it.
Is that it? Well, there's always more to it. You know,
Okay.
It's just almost like looking at a person and say, you cook food. That's it? Well, there's always more to it.
I feel you gotta prep the food, get the food.
So what we're doing is we open the door.
Okay.
All right. We open the doors for a person to start to see exactly what it is that they have to offer.
Okay.
Because what we learned is, through meditation, we learn value, self-value. Through self-value, we learn the value of others and everything around us. The reason why we have crime in certain communities is because people haven't been taught to value themselves.
Okay.
So there's a lot of people who have great value but have not been valued.
Okay.
And so now they're living in a state of confusion. So a person that's very valuable, it's almost like a diamond can be sitting right here in the middle of the table.
Okay.
But nobody knows what a diamond is. So it becomes a rock, it becomes a toy, it becomes all these things, and then all of a sudden, An engineer walks up and said, I can use this, and I can project a laser through it, and now I can use that laser to pierce all of these different items or to carve this or whatever. Okay. And so he has a different level of value for that.
Yes.
And that's how we need to look at each other, because even in understanding what we know in the community as the Christ consciousness, it's the diamond mind. It's the indestructible mind.
Okay.
And what it is, light hits that diamond mind through the pineal gland, and it creates a spectrum.
Okay.
And that spectrum opens our minds up to understanding all of the different levels of our values. Like we look at, as an artist, we look at colors through a value system.
All right. Yeah.
And understanding the value system, now we say, okay, we can do this with it. We can project that with it.
Yes.
And we are working with different moods. Through moods, you create atmospheres. Through atmospheres, you create moments. Through moments, you can create an era. Once you create an era, now you have what's known as a slice of time. This slice of time will now create history as we know it. Hip-hop in the 80s was a certain slice of time, and it brought hip-hop from the 90s into existence, which brought hip-hop into the 2000s into existence, which hip-hop in 2010s into existence. Now we're going hip-hop in the 2020s.
2020, yeah.
So, you know, it's important that we understand, as we're utilizing this energy that's in us called intellect or awareness, we're opening our minds up to greater levels of value.
Absolutely. Okay, all right, man, I appreciate all this stuff you sharing with us right now. I sure do.
Because love means a life of value and energy, or enthusiasm.
Love means a life of value, of energy.
Life of value and energy.
And energy, okay.
Or enthusiasm, depending on how you see it, because enthusiasm is energy within itself. But it deals with entheos.
Yeah, whenever you say enthusiasm, the definition involves energy.
There's some energy in there.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. You can't be enthusiastic and have no energy.
Exactly. And if you're enthusiastic about something, it builds a passion.
It does build a passion. Yeah. Agreed. A bond.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Which now something of substantial sustenance can now be built on top of that. It creates a stable foundation.
Absolutely. So it's that time again, guys. Just in case you don't know, you're listening to the Englewood Enterprise Gallery Show. We're at 35th and Racine. Email us, enterprisegallery@gmail.com. Or check out our website, or do both, www.englewoodenterprisegallery.com. I think we will be participating in the First Fridays. I'm not sure of the date. You can come and check our site out. We'll promote that if you want to get more information about that as well. Third Friday. It's on the third Friday. Open House Studios, the entire Bridgeport Art Center basically opens its doors, and Englewood Enterprise Gallery, we will be there, mixed mingling and networking as well. Wow, I'm having so much fun. I was just like, wow, all over the world. Any topics or something that you want to touch on? Professor?
Always topics I want to touch on, but I like to leave things open so I
leave things open?
Yeah.
Okay. So now, a barber. How long you been a barber?
Oh man, I've been a barber for over 30 years. I've been a licensed barber. For going on 20 years. Okay. And I've been a barber teacher going on 8 years.
Wow. Okay. What inspired you? I mean, it was just kind of happened. Because I know you got hair. Yeah,
in my community, it's very interesting. So, like, one of the main things in my community, like, you DJ, you a barber, you a hustler, you knew how to step, you knew how to skate, you know.
You had to get the craft.
It was certain things, you know, that was just made available that people just did, and you would be open to that influence because it would just be around you.
Okay.
So I had a good friend who stayed around the block from me, and he was the first person I know that really had like a barbershop in his basement.
Oh.
And he had a line of people, so, you know.
Yeah.
From there, you know, it just became a very strong interest. One day I cut my hair in a way that it wasn't so flattering for me to go to school, so I had to get that straightened out. And I'll never forget having to go over his house early in the morning before school to get my hair, just to get it straightened out. But I had to do all of these jokes. He went on a whole, he threatened not to cut it. I should let you go to school like this. And so that's when I said, I got to fix this myself. So from there, I started really getting focused on, like, learning how to cut hair.
Okay.
And it just so happened I had a little brother.
Yeah, so you're experimenting.
Yeah, you know, he didn't mind. But what was cool was, because he was young, any type of haircut I did, he enjoyed it. So as he got older, when he wanted a haircut, I would ask him. I say, draw the haircut how you want it to look, and he would draw a picture how he wanted to look, and then I was able to cut it according to that picture. Which that way now we have what's known as a common agreement on this how the haircut should look.
Okay.
And he actually became real good at drawing haircuts as well. So from there, I went on further, and then I decided I was gonna go ahead and go to school, because I really went to school to learn how to hone and strop a razor. That was my thing. I thought that was always fascinating to me, how a man could take a piece of steel and put it on a flat rock, and he could make this thing so sharp that it would cut hair off the surface of your face without cutting the skin.
Right.
So that to me was always very fascinating, and so...
I find it so scary. I've never had it done.
Yeah, it's very interesting. So getting into it, you think about a lot of different things. I just happen to have a barber teacher, a brother named Joseph Sinclair Ill, who was... They call him razor sharp. That brother could make a razor so sharp, you can flick that, you can thump that blade and it will boom, it'll make this sound, this tone to it.
Okay.
But that brother, he could go through those strokes so fast, I was like, yeah, I got to get this. And he would look at me and say, yeah, Professor, you got to get this. And he would always take time out to show it to me. So, I was sat back and I just absorbed as much of it as I could get.
Okay.
Up to the point of the way, okay, I'm comfortable with this, I'm consistent with it, I'm ready to do it.
I like that. Mm-hmm. Consistency is always great. My last haircut was like last year. I just trimmed my hair down some, but whatever. So I know people think barbers just cut like fades, but if I wanted to get my locks cut, you would cut locks too?
Yeah.
Okay.
See, the thing, barbers are more than just hair cutters. Barbers raise hair and barbers raise hair. So when I
wait, say it again.
Barbers raise hair and barbers raise hair. So when I say raise hair, I mean R-A-Z-E, raise it, meaning cut. But they raise hair, R-A-I-S-E. They raise hair because they also teach you how to nurture your hair, how to condition it, how to moisturize it, how to keep it healthy.
All right, man, I appreciate that. That's a good lesson.
Oh, yeah.
Because every time I go in a barbershop, they be like, I can't do nothing for you. I'm like, yes, you can. You can raise it.
You can raise it.
You can raise it.
You can raise it. That's exactly what it is.
Absolutely. Wow.
And that's the father part of barber, you know what I'm saying, to raise the son, you know what I'm saying?
Okay,
yeah. So the same thing dealing with the hair, because the hair is the air. And the air is...
The hair is the air.
It's the air. That's why hair is spelled with the... Air is spelled with the H. It's H-E-I-R. Air.
Okay.
But if you read it, it says hair.
Right.
Right. So when you get into it, the term matrix actually comes from the term mother's hair. M-A is mother. T-R-I-X, tricks. Because it comes from the word tricho. Which means 3 parts.
Okay.
The hair is made in 3 parts.
Okay. So here's something else we didn't touch on. You're a visual artist.
Yes.
And you say you like all kinds of art.
Yes, very much.
So how long you been doing this?
Oh, well, now we're talking about time immemorial. I was probably an artist in a whole nother life.
Okay.
I was born into this one. So I've been drawing ever since I guess I could hold something steady enough to make a mark.
Okay.
Man, probably my inspiration for that was maybe my brother, my older brother. And now he's an artist. He's a for real artist. Like
you are a for real artist.
Yeah, but that guy is like a for real artist. Like I'm an artist.
Go back to the T.A.G.S. He got his special way to do his artwork, and so he stands out. But you do your artwork a different kind of way.
Right. Yeah, it's just a little different. But he inspires me.
Okay.
So that's why I say he's the artist. I'm an artist. He's the artist. I'm an artist.
Okay.
Yeah.
I get you. Wow, that's totally cool. We got about 3-4 more minutes and going live here. You listening to Queen Zenobia and the Professor. You still got time to call in, guys and girls. 312-738-1060. Englewood Enterprise Gallery show with Queen Z. Well, you know what? I will be at Marquette Park on Thursday teaching improv to teenagers.
And that's what I'm talking about.
And also, it's open. Like, even though I'm teaching the teenagers, you guys can come and watch or participate as well. All right, that's what I'm talking about. I like that too. I seen you. Oh yeah, I got 59 seconds left. Yeah. What do you think? Okay, so look, Professor, I'm gonna give you this time to share with the people your last words of inspiration. What do you want to be remembered by here on Englewood Enterprise Gallery Show? Okay, go.
I love y'all.
Oh, That was sweet and simple. And you know what? On that note, I love you too. I'll see you guys next Monday, 6:30 p.m. Same bat station, same bat channel, Ken TV. One love.
Peace and love.